Wow, I just got back, and not as much has been built here as I had hoped. I will be honest with you. I was very hopeful for a significantly larger amount of progress. Big sad. However, I think I will add one or two things in here. That, and I wonder, can I build this out a bit? Well, I can. In that case, I will. We're going to put turret at the front there. And since I'm here, let's go ahead and actually get these turrets facing the right way. That one I actually do want facing that direction, so that's fine. But the thing I most want is going to be to bring power over here. From there. And actually hook this up to the main base network. There. I'm going to say that this is an important enough place for us to want to put a lot of investment into protection. Hello, Alice. Does Alice only pick up from here when it's full? What resource are you carrying? You know what? Maybe... Is Alice not set up? I think Alice isn't. Alice... Now, let me make sure that you are in fact set up to be a carry bot. You are. It's just you haven't gotten an upgrade yet. Okay. Fair enough. It's a hard, hard life. Right then, what I'm going to want to do is take high power all the way up here. Now, unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be a simple task. Much to my dismay. Why not? If I place that there and that beside it, then it connects it to the rest of the system and it's probably going to be good enough. Ooh, there we go. How far up can I take this? Not far enough. Let me pop it over here then, because then I only need to protect one side. There we go. Does that work? It does. I'm more than a little shocked. I won't lie, I am actually quite shocked by that. Now, which one am I dismantling? That one. I'll make sure these are protected. They will likely not need much protection. They will get damaged a bit by lightning, but that's okay. I'm not that antenna's going to be replaced. I've got a new one going up right there for that purpose, so that's why I'm not placing it near there. As you spread out, you need less antennas, I feel. Because you can... Right now, this one has got significant overlap with the rest of the base. But by pushing it forward, that should be okay. Alright, let me have a quick look at the backseat passes. There are quite a few since the last time I checked. No, actually, it looks like I have actually addressed them all. Never mind. I'm just really bad at clearing them out after the fact. Okay, then. Got so many things to do. How are we doing with you? Getting there. Still need this. But we should be able to get there. I think giving Digbot a filter is wise. I think InspectorBot having a bucket is probably going to be necessary. But there is a part of me that feels that maybe giving the... Because we have to dig anyway to access anything, giving Digbots a way to harvest makes sense. But that being said, having a dedicate, again, having a something that does a single job well seems like a win for us. That'll do. Roles should be digger and then scout. It won't try to dig resources up because it hasn't got storage, but it hopefully will still dig up any resource nodes. So campfire, want to change your blueprint now to InspectorBot. Watch you go getting equipped. There you go, well done. Let's go give you more jobs to do. I know you've already done this, but let's just do it anyway. Again, I've no idea if it ever refreshes the map with hidden resources, but I'd like to find out. And eventually, I'm going to want you going over there as well. But that will come in a little bit. We're going to want to dig out possibly past the observatory. We've yet to decide. Oh, interesting. Campfire is trying to scout. Just, I'm not sure where you're trying to move. Maybe up there. Then you can go and do your stuff. There we go. Got there in the end. Right. Okay. I'm going to use MyDL's frankly redonkulous amount of storage capacity to move things around a bit. Let's go help. Could probably do without adding another large cargo container, if I'm honest. Yeah, getting this place properly sealed up will be huge for us. I mean, I've already brought over enough. Like, it takes so little to get almost a full load of scrap here. It's bonkers. But it is interesting how our carry bot, it doesn't feel like our carry bot is carrying. Am I just being oblivious to that? You're collecting scrap from all the way down there. Right, you are actually told to collect scrap first, so okay, fair enough. Hey, Sir Alisol, how you doing, mate? Thank you so much for the 101 months. That is an incredibly long time to be supporting the channel. It is massively appreciated, mate. More than you could know. Yep. Instantly getting stuff done. We'd be about to be attacked by raiders. Possibly. I'm going to let that continue to work for a little bit. We're going to go out and clean out these areas again. There's definitely something on the horizon. Could I possibly rejig a little bit? Yes, I feel so. I feel so. Going back to broadsiding. A little bit. It isn't great though, is it? No, actually we're not. I was really tempted to, but I think this would be better for us overall. What I want to be able to do is and then have that hopefully destroy any incoming rockets. Also, that bloody can't reach resource pile. I need to fix it before it just slowly drives me mad. I was going to say it kills me. I didn't mean it like that. Before it kills my brain. My brain is hanging on by a thread right now. Oh. Actually. Carrybot taking over you because you've got a smaller ship. How did you get in there? Okay, well, maybe you're a much smaller ship than I was appreciating. Need whatever that is. Can I get it? Let me in. Let me in, come on. Oh, it isn't the thing I thought it was. God damn it. Alright. Oh, okay, then Carrybot, you're on your... Apparently, AI is getting crazy benefits. Also, we need a name for our newest bestest friend. Let us consult the wheel. Okay. Who is Carrybot? What is your jellicle name? Ooh. I don't know. Dan the Fourth. Well done, Dan. That was too close. I wasn't going to be able to call it myself. Alright, so Dan is our 13th spot and is already getting up to good things. Alice and Dan. Out there collecting all the scrap. Now, do I feel that we can take this base? That is a question, isn't it? Hello. Thank you. I've come to extol the virtues of our Lord and Savior, Bullet. That does not kill them super fast, but it isn't terrible. I do have to give it some time to see it though, which does mean it would benefit from being in a slightly different position on my setup. I am going to have to go to the aforementioned broadside. Ah! What are you doing down here? Sneaky little troublemaker, you. This is kind of why I wanted the big guns, though. And look, in a weird way, though, they're actually way weaker. Because I'm a hard counter for everything they're doing. That's wild. Actually a hard counter. In fact, I'm just going to mock it a little bit while I just fiddle around with my phone's timer. It's that little of a threat. Sucks to suck. Hello. By hello, I of course mean die. No, God damn it! That's the second time that's happened. I wish it wouldn't let me do that. That is really annoying when that happens. What the heck's going on there? I dislike all of that. Oh, my filter's down, that's right. Okay, oh, I'm leaving then. That really sucks, though. No idea what juicy gubbins were in there. For they are now gone. In before, like, that was alloy, and the 2 times that I've accidentally clipped something with this melee weapon, I've deleted enough alloy that I could have built a computer by now. So annoying. You're actually keeping on top of things. Well done. I'll just carry that back. Like, at this point, we just don't need weapon parts. Like, we are... Ooh, you found something new. But what was it? I don't know. Okay, can you go home, my DL? Where's my DL in this? No, my DL's like, nah, I feel like fighting. Apparently. Weird. In an odd sort of like, well, I don't know what I should do, actually. I kind of want to fight. I kind of want to go home. I don't know. Indecision. Slow and insidious killer. Okay. My DL, stay in base, please. Campfire. We're going down this way. Maybe this is just not something that, like, okay, it's another, like, it looks like an oil slick. I saw someone in chat mention an oil slick, and yeah, it's got that kind of look to it. And it might simply be that I don't have any bots that process oil, that gather oil, so my scout is not prioritizing getting it. Oh, man. Okay, chat, remind me on the ST break that we do a quick restart, because it is all over the place right now. Kira Dragon Ball in chat. That's a good quote. I'll read it. Some men, they think they can outsmart me. Maybe. Maybe. I have yet to meet one that can outsmart Bullet. I love the Meet the series. They were so good. Meet the demo was especially wonderful. It was a special sort of wonderful. What are you? Yeah, and another one that looks like it is just... I'm in danger. We flee! Oh. Dan, get home. Oh. Mydial's fighting, only not fighting. Mydial is thinking about fighting. Considering it strongly. Come on, children, inside, inside. Don't block the way inside. Constantly having to repair these bloody turrets, though. I think going for the taller turret inside would be better, because repairing the walls feels like it would be a way smaller expense. Meet the Demo showed old Demo Man mechanics like bouncing grenades, still doing direct hit detonations. Demo when he was OP. I had a friend who mained Demo. He was really good at it, actually. Alright, let's get back. I am sick and tired of losing things, and I don't make use of the melee attack anyway, except, well, I guess for that. I suppose I do that, to be fair. But I wish you would tell me, can't reach pile of resources. What ones? If only you would, like, ping it on the map or something. Is it in the base? You know what? It would be hilarious if it was. Just like hidden in the base somewhere. There's a pile of resources on the ground that it's been trying to reach this whole time, and it can't. Keep your eyes peeled, chat. Any resources from the times before when I may have broken a bunch of things down? No, doesn't look like it. Big sad. Okay, well, I say we go back up here, continue our quest against this area. Can you ram things just by going backwards? Like reversing into all... Well, maybe. It's possible. That's a good point. I need to get rid of that filter. Do we have a spare filter? Not in there, we don't. Oh, this one I wanted to set up for things that give a roll. So plasma cutter, drill, bucket, pump. Construction, manipulator. Technically, this would as well, so I'll pop that in there for later. There's an optimum. There we go. Let's pop that on there. It's pretty much the same thing. Shack cabin can go in here. There's an auto cannon there, I guess. Oh! Oh, yeah, oh my lord, we have been making them. Oops. Probably shouldn't have been allowing that, really. But we did technically have the alloys. So I'm just going to leave that there so we don't try to make more. Okay, what are you building over there? Dan is apparently trying to move resources. Do we believe them? I mean, yeah, apparently. Alright. Where are you taking it? What are you doing, Dan? You're making a kerfuffle. Let's help Dan out a little bit. It will be better to have a full crossroads, I suppose, there. Then over here we will go up. All the way to here. Oh, we can't. Ah, that is really annoying. Oh. Oh, they need to be wider, I guess. Okay. Well, learning. Learning the ways of things. I know that doesn't make sense because that's such an aggressive turn, but it should work for us. That will eventually be gone, so I don't mind leaving it there for now. Ugh. I will say this game does a good job of just being annoying sometimes. In the little ways. Actually, no. I can still do that. That's fine. There we go. Right, Dan should now have a trip straight up there. Should be relatively easy. Right. Okay, again, the last little bit of exploration done. Let's get back to my DL. Oh, we really quite badly require a filter. So So I'm going to wait for that before we go out. I should have queued one of those up to make earlier. That was my bad. You think Mighty Owl would be able to break the tanks? Not sure. I can always have a look, but... do we have enough for me to quickly make and... Well, yeah, we do. Okay. We'll move a couple of things around. More storage. But I deeply dislike it being so precariously balanced. Please don't. There you go. That'll do. Right. Let's get out there, Mighty Owl. Gonna have to grab some fuel. We've still got plenty and probably loads to collect from around the area, so we shouldn't struggle too much. I did try to Google why bots aren't digging up the holes, but couldn't find anything. The AI answer did mention needing to assign the ore role, but given it didn't give a resource for that info, and searching the ones it did give turned up nothing, I'm suspicious of it. Doubly so when one of the sources it did list was the Autonauts Steam for Autonauts? Oh man, I haven't played that in ages. Autonauts, sponsored by Google AI. I joke, and yet there's part of me that's like, no, that kind of tracks. It's probably what they would do. Like, well, of course you can be suggested by our AI if you pay us money. Why, naturally. Why would we not do that? I have got a very limited window where I can use that beam. So, what I'm going to do... Could have done it many other ways. But, oh, whew. Who's saving? There we go. This will allow me to be able to strip these way faster. Thank you kindly. There's a lot of these guys running around. Not a big fan of that, I'll be honest. Did you please shoot them? There we go. Took a load of damage there. Alright, let's go back. Get repaired. We'll drop off the weapon parts and mechanisms for scrap as well. Because scrap is quite literally the thing that's holding us back. And has been for the most enormous amount of time. Well, I'm very pleased to see all of the materials being put to good use. See, if I drive... actually... Yeah, I can drive over it. Will it pop back up again? Yeah, it does. Never stays down for long. May as well help out. Oh, I love seeing them use the road, though. Oh, that was glorious. That was amazing to see. What are you doing down there, Alice? Is this the place where you can't get the scrap? You're just perpetually stuck down here trying to get scrap? Let's find out. Where are you going to go, Alice? Is there some scrap pile, like, buried in things? Because if it was down here, I could simply take that away and it should stop being a problem for you. Let's have a look. Are you heading back now? You're repairing. Oh, God. No! No! Oh. Why are you being so gung-ho all of a sudden? I swear, you used to be such a well-behaved bot. 76 health. Okay. 76. That's all. Now, a bunch of people are under attack, and I can't afford to go out and fight them. Or rather, defend people, you know. Because there's no way I've got the survival power now to do that. Never mind. We're good. Let's go. Oh, God. Did we lose a bunch of people? I don't know. Okay. Okay, so. It is very clear. Sorry. That I need to pull those... these turrets inside. We cannot be going outside to deal with all of this all the time. We're going to need way more power for that. Is there still fighting going on over here? Yes, there is. IDL, thank you. Let one of them in, IDL. That's the opposite of helping. IDL. Go forth. This is your chance. Wow me. With your spectacular combat skills. It's those fire trucks that are a real problem. Oh. See, the issue there is I can't afford to put these turrets too far forward, otherwise it blocks my ability to repair things. IDL? Okay, never mind. That was not great. That's all of the building that I'm going to do up on that side for now. They break the servers? Oh, they did too. Wow. That actually sucks. Alright. These areas are well supported though. That's fine. By and large, we haven't seen too much problem over there. Could you stop fighting each other to get through? Let's just watch for now. There's loads of damage around here. But yeah, I wanna try and do one side at a time. So we'll basically replace all of the turrets along that wall. I mean, they're still close enough to the wall that the fire ones, which are the big issues, are still going to go through it, but... The problem with the double gating suggestion, Sweet Orange Bunny, is I don't think it's because someone was going through the gate. We observed the boss just going through the gate because it felt like it previously. I honestly feel like the gates don't matter. Which sucks. Oh, this thing. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, we just lost a lot of fuel. Wow, that hurt. That was a massive amount of our stockpile of fuel. Oof. Okay. Where is my DL right now? Oh my god. I don't know why my DL is being so bad. Like, I was not engaging there because I was expecting my DL to show up at any moment to deal with it. But my DL was off dealing with other things that didn't need to be dealt with at all. And I have no idea why. Because the first while, my DL wouldn't go out and fight things. And it's not a case that I can just tell my DL, hey, don't attack enemies, because then my DL wouldn't do anything even if they were at the base. But yeah, that was absolutely awful. The AI there really, really sucked. And caused us a massive loss. But these are the sort of trials that I know it can be frustrating, and it's frustrating for me as well. But these are the sort of trials that I like to try and get through using just the game mechanics, not you know, if I'm having to fight against the game's idea of automation, then I want to kind of showcase that a bit. Obviously, I don't want to, you know, completely force myself through a bunch of misery, because I can't imagine that's particularly fun to watch either. But in an automation game, if the automation is being, you know, is actively wrestling with me to do its thing, and that's something I do want to kind of face head on. I want to put it bluntly, I want to give the AI enough rope to hang itself with, because that's an opportunity to see how capable the AI is. Yeah, that is basically what I will have to do. I'll need to limit it to just the towers around the base. But okay, so what towers do you see around here? I do get what you're saying. Oh, I turned away. Oh, bugger, that's gonna hurt. But I do get where you're coming from. It's like, oh, it's probably just automated for the wrong area. What towers are out here telling it to fight over here? There are none. There are no towers out here. So it shouldn't, if it was a tower issue, then we shouldn't be in the factory zone. I've got no antenna coverage of the factory zone. Like, actually zero antenna coverage of the factory zone. But that was a good suggestion, Darth Buzzer. That was honestly a pretty great suggestion. If only it was that way. But alas. Okay, let's head back. that I'm a little bit concerned about the constant can't reach that resource pile, because you notice like the weird hiccuping every now and then wasn't there at the beginning of the game, like at all. And now that part of that could simply be that I'm reasonably active with setting up more and more bots. So, you know, maybe the game isn't optimized for this many bots. Maybe that's not the way I'm meant to play it. Maybe I'm meant to have like one of each type, not like 2 or 3 in some cases. But the other thing it could be is that the pathfinding is trying desperately to find whatever resource pile it thinks it should be able to get to, and can't get there, so is repeatedly just banging its head against the wall, trying to path its way in. And that's what's causing the hiccuping. I've got a sneaking suspicion that might be it. Which obviously would suck. For oh so many reasons. Are we out of power now? Shouldn't be. Right, let me drop off all of the scrap. There you go. Oh, we also lost the, yeah, we lost this too. Let's get that back up and running. Question is, yeah, we lost so much fuel there. That was brutal. Absolutely brutal. Yikes. I mean, obviously having the fuel storage at the edge there didn't help us. Oh my lord, it is really struggling. None of this is encoder lag. Like I'm looking over to see all of that, but yeah, it's just the game is hitching, and I honestly feel that it's likely pathfinding that's a part of that. How's the damage looking? It's looking. We've been churning through mechanisms though, so I think I need to really focus on just getting weapon parts. The other thing is we're on day 61. I have taken my sweet time doing a lot of things because I've been, for the most part, really enjoying the experience. And when it comes to like automation games like this, I am so sorry about the hitching. It's kind of embarrassing because I'm looking at like there's like no CPU load. GPU load is minimal, just 30%, but you know it's encoding and streaming, so you know that's kind of to be under. That's kind of normal, no matter what I'm playing. I could be playing Caves of Cud and it would be like 20%. But yeah, I'm really surprised that it just seems to have been very actively going downhill. I do suspect that it's the pathfinding that's causing it, and I honestly think this is the issue, and I don't know how to fix it. Goodness, do I wish I knew. The west southwest lightning rod. What's next to it? If you mean that one, that's wind generators. This one, nothing that I can see. Same down here, that's just a geotherm. Things keep coming down here, so I'm really wondering if something is on the ground around here. And for some reason, I just can't find it. So I'm going to kill this node. Yeah, Alice is coming down as well. I think whatever it is down here somewhere. And you know, every now and then I've noticed a little bit of something showing up down here. Like a little yellow marker. Maybe it's just off the screen. Down in this direction. Like something somehow got lodged. Well, we'll see. If it has stopped complaining about resources not being able to get to a scrap pile, then we know what it was. We will see. Can't refuel storage now. Game, you're taking the piss. At some point, game, you have to stop being a scallywag. But at the very least, they're bringing stuff down, so that's the main thing. All right. West side of the first one you looked at. It's a bush, if that's what you're looking at, thinking of. West side of the first one I looked at. This was the first one I looked at. Nothing there. Raiders are here. Where are they coming from? Oh, did you just finish the walls? Nice. Though we are out of power, which is less than nice. So, I think I'm going to need to pop in one or two of these dotted around certain locations. Not as efficient as the geotherms, but they are plentiful and easy to build. Oh, these came back online, yeah. Actually, I can probably disable these for now. There we go. That brings us back up to power. Right. One raider down yonder. Can't reach fuel storage. God damn it. Oh, you're probably trying to get to that one. But that one is kind of a weird one to get to. Annoyingly. Kira, let me help. You are nice and fast. Speedy, Akira. But yeah, the pathing... yeah. This is always the problem, you know. When you've actually got a special interest in something, in this case, it was something that I spent a lot of time with my degree on, and pathfinding adjacent problems. You have strong opinions about how it's done. Now I can only take half blame because I'm going to say that many of my strong opinions were inherited from my professors who had strong opinions about pathfinding. And again, the problem space of pathfinding. But mighty out. Let me go and find out where you are. What do you mean you're under attack? Why are you idle down here? I swear. You're just burning through your filter doing this. But yeah, pathfinding is one of these things. It is an eternal problem. Either you're not doing it well enough, or you're not doing it efficiently enough, or you're doing it too much, and the game didn't need it anyway, and now is suffering massively because of the resource strain, because it is resource intense. Again, it comes back to the whole efficiency thing, but you can only get so efficient while still doing the job well enough for it to pass. Sometimes it comes down to design, honestly. Sometimes it literally comes down to you have to build your game with that particular type of stuff. Oh, really? You are so annoying. You have to very intentionally design your game around having a spatial area that makes your pathfinding easy to do. Because, you know, at some points it's just never going to be easy. So that's another thing you have to be aware of. You can straight up have a great solution, but like the problem is going to be so complex because of what you're asking it to do that even with a highly efficient solution, it's still going to be prohibitively expensive to solve. Something that jumps in mind is having a game whose smallest, you know, the smaller the spatial units are that the game is managing, because pretty much, you know, at the end of the day, every game is more or less running on a grid. I didn't mean to repair a fuel factory, but apparently I just did. Huh. My bad. But yeah, so there's a lot that goes into having good pathfinding in a game, and some of it is literally you have to design the game in such a way that good pathfinding can be done for it. It is entirely possible to have a game that is designed in such a way that no matter what you do, it will never be easy or efficient, or worse still, it'll never be elegant. Never let yourself have elegant code, chat. It's the worst thing. I'd take code that doesn't do the job correctly, but is elegant in how it fails, over ugly but functional code. Of course, I jest, but still, there are some solutions where it's like, yeah, no, this is clearly a functional solution. You're right. It does everything it needs to do. It has solved the problem, but it's ugly. So I'm going to spend another 4 weeks solving it in a not ugly way. And if you ask me, did I spend my time well? I will say yes. No, I need you to... No, you're on the wrong side. Goddamn missiles. Now my filter's gone, because my DL was just chilling in the factory for a while. These trucks in particular are honestly some of the nastiest ones. I prefer the laser trucks to these ones. Oh, God. Oh, I kept expecting to get a corner where it wouldn't be able to fire. It genuinely felt that it was just solidly able to shoot through the side of me. Yikes, that hurt. That and the constant hitching. That sucked hard. So it is marking the death on the map, which is good. But we don't have another combat bot. My DL was the only one. We do have weapons. But yeah, that was so rough. Just, and the worst thing is that I swapped out the electro attack one for the Optimus, and I'm not even sure if I'm fairly certain that it was close enough that had we had the melee cab, we probably would have won. But it doesn't do its damage consistently. It feels like I have to wiggle side to side to cause the damage to be applied. Now, in that particular instance, I suspect that would have worked. Or that would have been happening enough to have to kept us going. But, oh, that was rough. Oh, that's right. You were getting damaged because it's toxic too. Again, the whole thing of just idling in the factory zone. I should have that was on me. I was not paying attention to the fact that we were taking damage from the toxic. That was entirely on me. But the problem now is getting a new combat bot is going to be a rough one. Oh, we had... I don't know, because this game doesn't seem to like if something's in cargo and it gets destroyed, it's gone. I could try and make a new combat bot, but I am not at all certain about that. Let's see. I would need another Optimus cabin. Come on, okay. There we go. To have the sort of carry capacity we need, it will take quite a few of these. Let's pop 2 engines on the back and see what I can do with just 2. Thing is, we'd have to build all the weapons again as well. And the scrap for this is just going to be brutal. So perhaps just do something like that. It gives me 10 points to play with. How about... we go with these chunky, high damage weapons there. Only leaves me 6. These take 2. Technically, having those is better than that at this point. We pop down machine guns on top. Now that gives us a hell of a broadside, plus missile defense. No shield anymore, though, which is an issue. In that case, how about we pop down shield there and another engine. Gives us 3 left. I would use all of it. That technically gives us a full broadside. forward, only 2 of the weapons would fire. That's okay. We wouldn't have that to help us, though, which is a bit less okay. Because it means I always have to have the right side, the correct side facing the target, unless I do that. But now I've really stripped down my forward combat arc. That is a little bit better, though. As that now has... The only place it doesn't protect me from is from the front. I think that'll work. This will protect me from the back, but I only have that one gun protecting me from the back now. This one and this one is forward. That is a very, very powerful broadside. See, what I want is for you to attack without moving forward, if that makes sense, but oh well. Killbot. Alright. The cost of this is going to be astronomical. My DL, you did your best. Bless you. You fought bravely. Fought long and hard. Sadly, tragically, you know, I'm not going to put it all down to AI there. The hitching was rough. And the fact that my DL just idled in the factory and just wandered off into the factory, that is, and burnt through a bunch of the filter didn't help. But yeah, I was stuck on that vehicle, and I was constantly expecting it to lose angle for the attack, and it just didn't. But a lot of this is going to come down to how long it's going to take us to bring in the necessary component. Actually, they're going quite fast. You know what? That's happening. In fact, much quicker than I was expecting. I hope my spirit will help avoid such problems with future... Maybe. Maybe. Your successor will likely be around after the tea break. Should have gone that up and running a lot earlier, if I'm honest. I might grab... Let's actually have a look. What's in there? Oh, there's still plenty. You're picking up a decent amount each time you go through, to be fair. Yeah. Can we get rid of this? Apparently not. Apparently that doesn't happen anymore. Hello? Yeah, you know what? While I will say some of the blame in losing my DL in that fight was mine, I am gonna straight up say I think this game is having some issues, and that was not helping the combat. That was not helping the combat. Exit to main menu. Save exit. In fact, so much so that I'm even going to see if we've got an autosave just before we lost my DL. And then I will retreat if we do. Then we'll do a proper full game restart. Do we have one? We might do. We might. Let's see if my DL is still there. Normally I wouldn't, but it feels horribly unsatisfying. But I am starting to wonder if this game was intended to be played A, faster, and B, with way less bots involved. Though, to be honest, the performance doesn't feel like a 1.0 to me. No, we have lost my DL there. Okay. Well, Exit without saving. See if we can't. I think we've got one more to save. We'll see if my DL is still there or not. All right, evening 62. This is your last chance, my DL. Though we will rename you. If you do survive, you're again getting an adjustment to your name. We'll see. Takes a long time to load in as well. How much RAM is it using? It's using a fair chunk. Actually, you are still alive. Wow, okay. Alright, we will retreat. Well, your filter is still there, but yeah, we're gonna head back. You're saved this time. We are going to limp home. We're going to grab some of the gubbins from over here, actually. Or rather, we're going to top up the gubbins over here. Let's pop all that in. That's fine. Let's follow Alice back. Then I'm going to give you words while I go on tea break so that the game can fully reboot. Hopefully clean out whatever cobwebs are in there. And ideally, when we come back, it'll be a little bit better. We'll see. Though the issue with the filter is it hasn't been used up, so I still need it to finish being used up. But oh well. All right. Are you? Oh, you are scouting. Fair enough. See, that's the sort of stuff that stands out to me. Can I repair? No. I was hoping that I could repair the filter, but apparently not. Okay, let's tuck away. Madiel, I'm going to change your reactions. Flee from now on. Yeah. Alright. Rename though. Madiel Ghost. There you go. You have been rescued from fate. Largely out of pity. Because I know you've been excited to have like a main character in this the series, and you died rather unceremoniously. Nevertheless, that will not happen again. Instead, I'm going to say if we start hitting those kinds of hiccups, because it seems that it's gone away now, we will simply restart the game. I should have done that a while ago. There were lots of things I should have done that I was being stubborn about because I was like, oh, well, tea break's only like 10-15 minutes away. I can wait until then. I probably shouldn't have. But the whole thing with, like, I don't think I can have any of the bots on auto combat because, you know, my DL just wanders off and just sits in the smog. Not ideal. Not ideal. Unless we've got plenty of those filters and I can trust my DL to come back and repair, but it doesn't seem that my DL will. That being said, something for us to check. Remind me when we return off tea break chat to take my DL into the smog and wait for the filter to just go down and then relinquish control and see what my DL does, because we do have filters at the base now. So those should be instantly equipped in order to... so my DL should prioritize coming back and equipping a new filter. We'll see. In the meanwhile, we're still waiting on the bases to be built. We are starting to get that one up and running, which is quite nice. But I'm going to let you watch over here once again. So you have a couple of minutes. When I come back, I will do a full reboot, shut down, restart, etc., etc. And then we will get back to trying to claim that base and see what we're going to need to be able to produce our own fuel. Fingers crossed.